Today guys, we're basically gonna be talking about all my tattoos. As you guys see, boom, boom. And then we got this full sleeve going on my left arm. Boom, 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 boom. So basically, I'm gonna tell you guys why I got these tattoos, the meaning behind these tattoos, the placement on these tattoos, a little bit of advice before you get a tattoo, what to think about, your ideas, how to come up with a tattoo, and the overall gist of just the tattoo aspect of things, right? I'm gonna start off with these two small tattoos right here. So basically, these were my first tattoos. You basically have the Cancer ribbon, and you have like your horoscope on this side, and it's just your Sagittarius arrow. Yo, I be burping a lot when I do these videos. I don't know what's wrong with me, bro. I have the Cancer ribbon right here. Whoa, I'm tweaking. I'm tired. Bruh, I have your Sagittarius horoscope on the inner bicep right here. Now, I'm not the only one with this tattoo. Obviously, but if you guys know Lewis, basically he has the same horoscope, or he has a Libra horoscope a couple months before I did. I threw everything around the same time, but he got it first for sure. And I was like, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. So we basically got quote unquote matching tattoos. And he got the same exact thing right here as well, the Cancer ribbon. My girlfriend, currently Shakira, who had cancer at one point, and we went and got tattoos for her, which was pretty cool. We definitely got to get more tattoos, bro. Hit me up. We gotta definitely do something else together. So hit me up for that. But yeah, we have the same tattoos. This was my first tattoo. I think it was about like 21. I really wanted to get something. I just didn't know what I wanted to get. And he came up with this idea. He was like, bro, let's do this, let's do that. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm down. I'm with it. So I went to this random guy's house. It was pretty weird. And he was like, I'm gonna do it for the low. So I was like, shit, why not? Went to his house. It was kind of weird. It was a weird vibe. I didn't really know the guy at all. This was my first time meeting him. And I knew he was gonna do it for like the low, whatever. Cause it was at his house. So I went whatever, and I was super scared. I was like, damn, I don't know. Like, I told my mom I was gonna get a tattoo, and my mom is totally against tattoos or whatnot. But I mean, yeah, I ended up doing it. He charged me like $80 or something like that, or like $70, and I was like, man, why not? Like, shit, that ain't nothing. But I went and got the tattoos, and it didn't hurt that much. I mean, this part probably was like the worst part, but it wasn't that bad at the same time. It was manageable, like really manageable, but I was super hype at that point, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was super hype. But after I got the tattoos, I was like, this is pretty cool. I definitely knew as soon as I finished getting these two tattoos that I definitely wanted to get a lot more. I definitely fell in love with the process of getting a tattoo, which I don't know if a lot of people do, but I felt that, and I was like, yeah, I definitely see myself getting a lot more tattoos in the future. And I mean, that's gonna lead me onto basically this whole full sleeve on my left arm. You have an owl, you have a couple blossoms, you have some rocks, you have some water, and you have a tiger coming down my left bicep. We'll start with the tiger. The reason I got the tiger, a lot of people are like, why'd you get that? Or how'd you come up with the idea? The reason being, I think this tattoo came out so good, or the idea of it, is because I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew exactly what kind of style I wanted, and I knew exactly how I wanted put at one point. So when you get a tattoo, you want to make sure that you know exactly the placement, you know exactly the kind of style you want, and you know that you don't want the exact idea, but you want a general idea, and make sure you look at other tattoos so you can get a better idea of what you kind of want. It's just not gonna pop into your head and you're gonna develop that like out of nowhere. Like, it's just not gonna happen unless you just go to the tattoo shop and say you want this, put that shit right there, and boom, bada boom. Like, no, like whatever. Like, I would not do that. But I knew exactly that I wanted a full sleeve. That was the first step. Second thing, I knew that I wanted basically like your Asian style tattoo on this arm, because basically talk about a little bit about more this arm, but I do want to do a different style when it comes to this arm. So I definitely at one point, I definitely want to have both sleeves tatted up. Don't tell my mom. But yeah, basically I definitely wanted like your Asian style base tattoo on this arm. I definitely wanted the owl, and I definitely wanted the tiger. So basically those are 3 things off the top that I knew that I wanted automatically. I just didn't know how I wanted it, how I was gonna put it together. And that's when the tattoo artist, my tattoo artist, Chris Begnotti, he lives based out in New York. And how I found that out is basically I was looking through Instagram and I seen a lot of ideas that I liked. I came across his, and I seen that there was basically a Reading festival going on with this tattoo convention. It was at the Crown Plaza in Reading, Pennsylvania. If you guys don't know where that is, but basically they do this festival one time a year, and you have all the tattoo artists, these nice tattoo artists come together and basically add this function. Whew. You have all the tattoo artists come to this function, and they're literally doing all these tattoos right on the spot. If you get the appointments, you can even get it for a lower rate, which is fantastic. So I took the initiative. I went down. Well, before I did all that, scratch that, let's go back. Before I did all that, I hit him up. I emailed him and I was like, brother, like, I have a couple ideas. Can you put something together? Can we make something work? Do you have any spaces available? He was, I got you. What do you have in mind? So I came up with the idea. I was like, I definitely want, like, I showed him a couple pictures of the artwork that he did. And I was like, I kind of want this, 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 and this. And I kind of wanted it my own way. And he was like, I might have something put together. So he came up with the idea. He showed me once I got to the place. I was super nervous. I was like, yo, like, I'm really doing this. We discussed the price. He made me basically send him the money as soon as I finished the tattoo. But talking about, let's just retrack a little bit back. I was super nervous. He asks you, do you really want to do this? Right before he starts inking your arm, whatever. And I was like super scared. Like I was like, yo, I'm really getting into this. Like my mom's gonna kill me. But nah, all jokes aside, we'll talk about a little bit more about the tattoos. So basically I got the tiger coming down the arm, because the tiger, if you guys don't know, it symbolizes someone who is brave. It symbolizes someone who is confident, someone who's very unpredictable with their actions or their feelings, someone who has a hidden side, but they portray it in a different manner. So I seen this tiger symbolizing myself, in other words, right? And then you have like everything around it is, you could say, is like your life. Like you have her surrounded by flowers. Flowers symbolizes life, greatness, just beautiful. You have water, things that we intake every day. You have the rocks, obstacles that we face. So talking about a little about the tiger, you have this super confident animal, this super brave, this super unpredictable animal, knows exactly what he wants. He's alone, he's in the jungle, and he makes decisions unpredictably, but he knows that he's gonna either be very successful or he's gonna fail, but he's gonna uprise himself again and further past any obstacles that come in his path. And that leads me on to basically like your owl. The owl comes into play because at the same time you have 2 animals here. The placement just fits perfectly. You have the owl right here and they're facing each other in this aspect. So they're facing each other. You have the owl, you see his eyes are facing up, and you have the tiger facing down. And I meant for it to be like they're looking at each other. Because of what wisdom, you have the owl who symbolizes wisdom. You have the owl who symbolizes predictability. So he's able to predict the tiger's path, right? I know the tiger knows exactly what he wants, but he's a very unpredictable creature. So the owl is guiding this creature, is guiding the tiger through his path. He's making his decisions for him. He's leading him into the right path. Because if you guys don't know, the owl is able to see at dark. He's able to see what's hidden. He's able to see behind closed doors. He's able to know what decisions are right and what decisions are wrong. And that's leading to the tiger, who is basically your symbolize of the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, right? So if you have these 2 animals together, it's like a very, very strong, like super strong coupled up animals. Like it just doesn't get better than this. You have someone who's very wise, someone who's very brave. Courage is outside of the like anything else. The owl, wisdom, he's able to predict for the tiger. He's able to make the right decisions. He's able to know where the tiger needs to go, what the tiger needs to do. And at that point in time, when I did get these 2 tattoos, I was going through a phase in my life where I was making decisions, but I didn't really know the outcome. Like as to quitting my job, leaving my 9 to 5, right? Making those big steps, becoming self-employed. Whatever I'm doing now, it's just everything is leading on to something greater. And I'm able to do that by just being wise, but knowing that this decision that I'm making is gonna lead to something greater beyond what I've done before. You feel me? That just means that I'm super confident, I'm super brave, and my actions are gonna lead to something greater. And that's what just leads to these 2 animals being together, making them look at each other and having this like owl like on a pedestal, like on a rock right here, which is pretty cool, with the wing like, oh, go that way. He's leading him. You guys see that the wings facing that way? I thought that was fire. Everything just matched up perfectly. I thought it was like super dope, super dope. We'll look up a little more things on, we'll go on spiritanimal.info real quick. I'll tell you guys a little bit more things. So the tiger, what it symbolizes, the primary meaning of the tiger spirit animal is willpower, personal strength, courage, shadow or part of you that you would normally try to hide or reject, aggression or anger directed at you or felt towards someone else, unpredictability in life, actions or feelings. Everything I've talked about is basically exactly what they have on this website here. Like, it's exactly what a tiger symbolizes. And at that point in time, when I did get this, I felt all these emotions and all this sensuality basically built inside myself. It was greater than anything else. Let's look at the owl real quick. Okay, so the owl basically symbolizes like intuition, ability to see what others do not see. The presence of the owl announces change. At that point in time, like I said, I was going through all these changes that I wasn't like really, like they say, always expect the unexpected. So that's how I just seen everything. Like in life, you have to like really make decisions just based on unpredictability, but just know that the decisions that you're making are gonna lead to something greater. If you don't think that way, then you're just living on a normal basis. You have to make risk. If you're like the tiger, you're making risk, but you don't really know the outcome. But if you have the wisdom of an owl, you know that decisions that you're making are for you to lead to a greater being of your personal or your past self. Capacity to see beyond the seat and mask. Wisdom, of course. The traditional meaning of the owl spirit animal is the announcer of death. That's pretty crazy. Most likely symbolic, like a life transition. The transitions that I made all past year. I'm gonna admit, last year was one of the greatest years of my entire life. I made a lot of changes, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll read this quote real here. A wise old owl sat on an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why aren't we like that wise old bird? That's basically gonna wrap up the video, guys, here today. I'll show you guys a little bit more. Basically, you just have this swirl thing, which is pretty cool. That was his idea, my tattoo artist's idea. More rocks, basically, flower blossoms around the arm. As you guys know, the reason being I got these rocks and everything was just placed perfectly. I felt like it's just exactly what I wanted, but I didn't know that it was gonna come out exactly how he did it. So the connection was there. You really have to connect with your artist. You just can't go and get a random tattoo or just some random thing or pick a random artist and expect for it to be exactly what you want. You have to have the connection with the meaning behind it, know exactly why you're getting this tattoo, know exactly the placement. A little bit more about that tattoo. It took me 2 days to get the tattoo at this festival. So I did the shading, the outlining, and the next day I did the half other part. The only reason is that it's not finished, but I still have to do the coloring. So that's gonna be something I can't wait for. Once I do get that coloring, that's gonna pop super duper dope. I can't wait to do that. I'll probably drop like a vlog on that. I didn't really get to do it. I got this done back in September. He told me to come back like in December, November, but it was super hot time with work and everything else I was doing at that time. Didn't really have much time to catch up. January, I ended up moving over here, and now, you got this COVID-19 going on, but when it comes over, we definitely gonna finish this up. I gotta go to New York, stay a couple days out there, get this done. This shit gonna look crazy. I cannot wait. I do also want to start this arm. Don't tell my mom. I do want to start this arm. It will not be your Asian style base tattoo like this side. Like another thing, you want to make sure that you want the style specific to your needs. You want to know exactly the style that you want. Just don't go with some random. Know exactly what you want. I knew I wanted the Asian-based style tattoo, and I know that this arm is gonna be more modern style. I have no idea what I want with this arm, and that's why I still only have these 2 tattoos. At the time, I mean, I knew I wanted something small, so that's why I have those 2 tattoos right there. Everything else is gonna be fire. I just don't know what to come up with yet. It's gonna be something with dancing, something with else, fashion, stuff like that. It's gonna be pretty dope, but I have no idea what I want. If you guys have ideas, comment down below, send them to my Instagram. That's gonna wrap up the video, guys, today. Fresh Def Jeff, you guys already know what it is. I'm back with the bangers. We ain't gonna stop. Bow. But before I let you guys go, you guys know what to do, right? Go down below, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and share the video. You got that? I'm gonna wait. Yeah, go down. Like, scroll down, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. You did it? Yeah, I'm still waiting for you, bro. Go do it. Thank you. Perfect. See you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Bow.